So first of all, how's practice been since the last game?
It's been good. We went early this morning at 7:30, and then yesterday's practice. So, you know, some of them, especially the people played a lot of minutes, a little tired. So I pretty much, you know, cut it down for them, and some of the others we didn't do it that way.
Defensively, is it just getting back to basics, fundamentals?
Yeah, we did a lot of 5-on-4s. Getting to the ball, that type of stuff, blockouts, you know, a lot of fundamentals and that type of stuff.
First meeting against Iowa State, they did a good job on you guys defensively in the second half. Was that more what they did or what you guys weren't doing?
Well, a combination of both. They played a box and one, and you know, we have a tendency, we don't score much when Bria Holmes is not scoring, or at least has the ball in her hands to set up other people. So, you know, we worked on that last couple of days against a box and one, and you know, it just gets, you know, in the box and one, the 4 and 5 ought to be open all the time inside. But we just got to score from the paint. If we can score from the paint, then they'll get out of it, and they'll have to go into another type of defense. But we look for them to. They had a lot of success against us in the box and one, so we know they'll try it again.
In terms of Bria and foul trouble, it hasn't been as bad as it was the last game, but, I mean, do you anticipate, or did you tell her, like, hey, it's especially important for you to stay out of that?
Well, if you remember, her 2 fouls early was offensive fouls. You know, we got to get in there and jump stop, or, you know, we see him pull up, take the shot, or step through. And, you know, we can't afford her in foul trouble. We can't afford Linda Stepney in foul trouble. So, you know, it's very important they stay out of foul trouble for us.
You talked about building pride and playing for the team. Did you do what you said you were going to do, and are you accomplishing that in that direction?
Let me just say, again, I'm on my best behavior.
Right.
Let me just say, we tried to make a point that, you know, it's about West Virginia University, Bob. It's about the program. It's not about me. It's not about the individuals on the team. It's about West Virginia University. And so, you know, we've talked a lot about that and being a team.
There is strength in being a team. I mean,
there's what?
Strength in being a
team.
I
Absolutely.
mean, yeah.
You know, it's the old saying, you're as strong as your weakest link. So everybody needs to be on the same page. Everybody needs to be pulling in the same direction.
At this point in the season, is it more mental than physical?
It is for me. It's real mental. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, it's that, you know, everybody's not on the same page. You know, we've been fortunate enough the last 2 or 3 years before this, everybody's on the same page. And all of a sudden you get people not on the same page. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for them, and it's frustrating for the coaches. So, you know, that's something we got to work out. That, you know, it's my responsibility, and evidently I didn't do a good job getting everybody on the same page. So that's something we really need to work on the rest of the season and the off season.
You mentioned this has been, you know, your toughest year. Mm-hmm. Have you done, which, I mean, I know the answer, but you've done, I'm sure, soul searching and self critiques of yourself. Would there be anything that you would change, or is there, I mean, just,
you know, my philosophy has always been man-to-man defense. Being aggressive, getting up the lanes, creating turnovers with our defense. My philosophy has always been get up and down the floor, push the break, look for an early score. So honestly, you know, we recruit players that we feel that can do that. You recruit to your style play, and that's something, you know, we'll continue to do. Recruit to our style play. Now you make adjustments, and, you know, depending on who you have, you know, that type of stuff. But, you know, in recruiting, you try to recruit to the style play, type of players that play your style. And to answer your question about critiquing, I have about 200 people behind me critique me every game, Bob. So I get those critiques all the time. And to answer your question, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I think everybody needs to. I said at the end of the season, you know, I'm going to sit down and evaluate everything, and that includes myself, what we need to do.
These play for K games every year. I guess tell me the importance of it, especially across women's college basketball.
Well, it's very important. It's for a great cause. You know, I think the institutions throughout the country do a great job in this game, and the awareness makes it very, very, you know, good for the fans and good for the cause. So, you know, we always look forward to playing in those games, and hopefully we'll have a great crowd to support that cause. And, you know, it's a noon game, so, you know, we get out here, and I think our players hopefully will come out and we'll be ready to play.